This is TechCrunch. A homicide investigation has rocked the final days of Burning Man after a man was found dead lying in a pool of blood Saturday night at the Nevada Desert Festival, according to the Pershing County Sheriff's Office. According to the New York Times, the grim discovery occurred around 9:14 p.m., just as the festival's iconic wooden man effigy began its traditional burn. The victim, described as a white adult male whose identity remains unknown, was found by a festival participant who flagged down a deputy. Sheriff Jerry Allen confirmed that deputies, Bureau of Land Management Rangers, and local rangers immediately secured a perimeter while the Washoe County Sheriff's Office forensic team collected evidence. The murder comes as Burning Man long ago evolved from a countercultural gathering into a networking hub for Silicon Valley's tech elite. Tesla CEO Elon Musk once declared that Burning Man is Silicon Valley, and Mark Zuckerberg famously helicoptered in to serve grilled cheese sandwiches. Amazon's Jeff Bezos has also made the desert pilgrimage. But perhaps no tech leaders have deeper ties to the festival than Google founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin, who have been devoted attendees for years. Their connection reportedly runs so deep that long before Google Doodles became known for celebrating holidays, the very first Google Doodle was launched on August 30th, 1998 to tell users that Page and Brin were out of office at Burning Man. This homicide investigation marks the latest in a series of bizarre incidents at the festival over its 38-year history. In 2017, a man died after throwing himself into the burning effigy, while deaths from motorcycle crashes and vehicle accidents have occurred since the 1990s. In another strange twist, last week, a baby named Aurora was born at the festival to parents who had no idea they were expecting. The investigation faces unique challenges. As Sheriff Allen noted, it's a complicated investigation of a crime in a city which will be gone by the middle of the week. With the festival scheduled to end Monday and the traditional exodus of 70,000 attendees beginning, authorities may face pressure to extend the timeline or restrict departures to preserve the crime scene and conduct interviews. The sheriff's office warned that although this act appears to be a singular crime, all participants should always be vigilant of their surroundings and acquaintances. Nearly 40% of Nvidia's second quarter revenue came from just two customers, according to a filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Last week, the chipmaker reported record revenue of $46.7 billion during the quarter that ended on July 27th, a 56% year-over-year increase largely driven by the AI data center boom. However, subsequent reporting highlighted how much of that growth seems to be coming from just a handful of customers. Specifically, Nvidia said that a single customer represented 23% of total Q2 revenue, while sales to another customer represented 16% of Q2 revenue. The filing does not identify either of these customers, only referring to them as Customer A and Customer B. During the first half of the fiscal year, Nvidia says Customer A and Customer B accounted for 20% and 15% of total revenue, respectively. Four other customers accounted for 14%, 11%, another 11%, and 10% of Q2 revenue. In its filing, the company says these are all direct customers, such as original equipment manufacturers, system integrators, or distributors, who purchase their chips directly from Nvidia. Indirect customers, such as cloud service providers and consumer internet companies, purchase Nvidia chips from these direct customers. In other words, it sounds unlikely that a big cloud provider like Microsoft, Oracle, Amazon, or Google might secretly be Customer A or Customer B, though those companies may be indirectly responsible for that massive spending. In fact, Nvidia's chief financial officer, Nicole Kress, said that large cloud service providers accounted for 50% of Nvidia's data center revenue, which in turn represented 88% of the company's total revenue. What does this mean for Nvidia's future prospects? Gimme credit analyst Dave Novosel told Fortune that while concentration of revenue among such a small group of customers does present a significant risk, the good news is that these customers have bountiful cash on hand, generate massive amounts of free cash flow, and are expected to spend lavishly on data centers over the next couple of years. That's it from TechCrunch. For more tech stories like these, go to techcrunch.com.